What's up everyone? After our tier list video about submissions and how good we rank them, I got a lot of comments. Some really good ones, a lot of good suggestions, some interesting ones as well. Mr. Squid Fox 9 if I'm correct. I'm still waiting for your explanation of the North-South yoke. But we got a lot of good recommendations. So in this video I want to cover all grounds and I'm going to show 30 submissions you probably didn't know. Let's get into it. Right, so there were a lot of good suggestions, even some moves I don't even know, like the Von Vloek, never heard about that. But I did some research and I found some other moves. So no idea what a Von Vloek is, but let's get started. First move we're going to do is the Von Vloek choke. Liam is going to get a guillotine on me and I jump to the side. Okay, from here, I'm going to wrap my arm deep around the shoulder and I lock my hands. Very important that I lock the hands, because now Liam can't escape the Von Vloek anymore. From here, I'm gonna put all my weight into my shoulder and I wait until he taps or he lets go. Letting go is very hard from here because I'm locking his hand between my chin and my shoulder by locking my hands. Okay, if I'm open, Liam can easily let go. Try to let go. There you go. But if I lock, it's gonna be a lot harder for him to let go and I can get an easy finish. Okay. All right. Next up, Japanese necktie. It's a little bit related to the Dars, but instead of shooting our arms through, we're going to keep our hands locked. Liam is turning into me, he has the underhook, but you stay on your shoulder. There you go. Okay. So for the Dars, we would go here, then shoot through. For the Japanese necktie, you're going to keep your hands locked. From here, you're going to fall, walk towards, and get a tap. Okay, so instead of shooting through, you're going to keep your hands locked, and you fall almost like you're doing an anaconda. Was it not? Yeah? Okay. Next up, Diesel Squeezel, one of my personal favorites. I like to do this when the guillotine fills. So let's say I'm playing guard, Liam is on top. I snap him into the guillotine, but Liam tries to go to the side and defend. As he does that, I switch my grips and I punch a fist into his neck. What does that look like? If you're on two knees, attacking the guillotine, I grab my own wrist and I punch it into his neck. Okay, one of my personal favorites, very good move. Related to the guillotines as well, Diesel Squeezel kind of style, the front naked choke. I actually hit this once in competition. My coach is a true master of this. He actually won the Brazilian championships with this one. I like to set it up from half guard. From here, I let Liam get close. As he gets close, I shoot my hand in, lock a rear naked, and get the tap. Okay, so here, it's like a rear naked, but from the front. So you're shooting your hand in nice and deep. You lock up, and you can finish the front naked. All right, then the Ezekiel, or also called the easy kill, because it's so easy to kill somebody with it. Very good option from mount, especially when people are trying to work on your hips to defend. So from here, we're gonna wrap our arm around. We grab inside our own sleeve. Okay, this is a legal grip. I wouldn't be able to catch inside his sleeve, that's illegal, but I can grab inside my own sleeve. From there, hand goes in front of the neck. You can step your leg up for even more power. And you extend your arms to get the tap. Okay? Here. All the way, nice and deep. Step up. And you get the tap. That's Ezekiel. You can also do this from the back. So I'm on Liam's back. Here. You can wrap our arm, catch, and get the finish. Okay, so Ezekiel, using your sleeve and your hands to finish. Next up, the no-gi variation of the Ezekiel. Shoot your hand in nice and deep, other hand comes through, and you want to go underneath your armpit. Okay, so you go here, nice and deep underneath the armpit. From here you squeeze. It's not a very high percentage move, but it's a nice addition. Same like in the gi, Liam keeps his hand super low, neck's gonna be exposed, and we can go for that front naked. No-gi Ezekiel. Alright, next one, I don't really know the name. I'd say like a bottom north-south no-gi loop choke. I learned this from Kaiwan Gracie. Very good move if somebody's going for the north-south choke. This one was really good when Liam goes for a north-south choke. As he goes, we're going to cup the chin, wrap our hand over, and we get the finish. From here, so I cup the chin, my hand goes over into my own bicep, and I finish. Okay, the angle. Chin, wrap over, called a north-south loop choke variation. If you want more answers, ask Kyron Gracie. Alright, next up, Felipe Pena lapel choke. We're on the back, we're gonna pass the lapel over the shoulder into our underhook hand. From here we push away, we throw our leg over the head, we cross our feet and we extend away. Okay, Felipe Pena lapel choke. Lapel goes over the shoulder, hold, push away, leg goes over, cross your feet and extend away. Next up, Epstein choke. If you're seated, this works great when somebody is seated. You pass the lapel behind the neck, hand goes behind, you drag them, and you get the tap. Okay, the Epstein choke. From top, close guard. Classic Brazilian old school move, the amassa pão, or the knead the bread. You're gonna grab a lapel, a little bit lower, and the other lapel a little bit higher. You're gonna push the lapel into the neck. Now you're gonna stand up, put all your weight on that lapel as you pull the bottom lapel. You get the tap. Usually this makes people open their guard so you can escape, but it's also a submission if they hold on. Next up, the canto choke. This works from bottom. You grab the same side grip collar. So I don't go across, I go straight. From there we swing our leg over the head and we try to hook on the far side as we extend away. Okay, when Liam opens his base, so if you open up your left leg, there we go. We could even hoop that leg as we extend away. Okay, so that's the canto choke. Next up, the loop choke. Liam is on 2 knees. We grab in the collar, right around the collarbone. Okay, if we turn around a little bit, towards them, yeah, there. Right around the collarbone. Okay, don't go too deep. So from the collarbone, if you go back, no, back to your knees. There we go. Right around the collarbone. From here, we snap the head under our armpit and we weave our hand inside. Okay, from there, we can get a strong finish. The loop choke. We can also do an arm triangle variation. We're on the underhook side and we shoot our hand through. One very common defense you'll see these days is that Liam tries to post on his elbow and turn away. Exactly, that's perfect, elbow. That's perfect for this move. We shoot in nice and deep, grab our own bicep, hand goes behind the head, and now to finish we rotate our elbow, okay? So you're on the back, Liam posts the elbow to defend. Hard for me to do rear nakeds here because he can just turn away. So we shoot, go behind the head and rotate our elbow down, back arm triangle. All right, next up, Peruvian necktie. Not my specialty, but you're in the front headlock situation. You cup the chin, you stand, and you throw both of your legs over the head. From here, you can get a finish. Okay? Hindu teen. Very strange submission if you ask me, but we're in close guard. We're going almost into like a gogo plata situation. From there, we wrap around our own foot, grab his chin, and now we grab our own hand to get the tap. Okay, the Hindu thing. So, heel is in the shoulder, you go over your foot, grab his jaw, grab your own hand, and then you finish with this grip over. We grab over the foot, and now the hand grabs, and you finish. Alright, now that was the strangle part. Now let's look at some lower body submissions that I missed and some more exotic ones. Starting with the calf slicer, my favorite setup is to do it from a twister. So if Liam is on his back, turns into me. We roll. From here, you can attack this leg with a calf slicer. 2 hands on the feet, reinforce your own leg, either triangle or stepping, and then pull down on the toes. Important detail here, you don't want to go between his legs, because now Liam could get an armbar here, which is impossible for me to escape tap. Okay, so we go outside the leg, catch the foot, and then we finish. Don't leave your arm inside for the calf slice. Next up, Texas clover leaf. This is a great option from cross ashi, because it's quite low risk, opens up a lot of attacks, and I really don't have to open up myself too much. Got a lot of nice details for this from Kieran Kitchuk. Okay, we're in the cross ashi and we have double trouble. We have the second leg under control. From there, we're gonna reach as deep as we can. Okay, so stay relaxed here. Don't try to punch right away. Go all the way deep and then reach. Okay, all the way deep. Hold the heel. Now point everything over your shoulder. So my left elbow, my middle finger, and Liam's big toe are all gonna point over my shoulder as I close my knee. Okay. I'll do that one more time. So Texas cloverleaf, we're in double trouble, cross-ashi. From here, we want to reach as deep as we can, and then we hold the heel. Okay, so don't go here, go all the way deep, then reach. Now I want my middle finger, my elbow, and his big toe all pointing over my shoulder to get the tap. Okay, now the Z-lock, great option when you're attacking from an inside ashi or from the reposition. You're gonna go all the way through and catch the secondary leg. Okay, from here, pinch everything, scoop underneath the leg, and now bring it towards the shoulder. This one is a nice attack on both the knee joint and the hip. All right, next up, the Johnny lock, invented by Juni Ocasio. When somebody reaps you, like the position we did before, you can counter it by going for the Johnny lock. Okay, so Liam is gonna attack a heel kami, and he's gonna reap. As he reaps, I'm gonna pass this foot through to my shoulder, to my armpit, and I can attack a heel there. Okay, let's look at it from a different angle. If you're facing the camera, there we go. He reaps, we pass off to the armpit, and we can attack a very strong heel hook there. Right, next up the watch lock, also called the inside aoki. Aoki lock would be here, watch lock is on the inside. From here, you want to get that foot nice and shallow, and you want the knee to turn in. From there, you lock and you rotate. There, okay? So like a stima slash aoki lock on the inside. Another one of my favorites, the Kyotera foot lock. This one you do from a De La Riva leg position. So if Liam is standing, I'm playing De La Riva. From here, I want to wrap and catch inside my own hip. Okay? The other leg is going to hook behind the knee so I can face him again. Now I get in front of him, I bite down, I pull up, I make a fall, and I'll get a tap. Okay, so we're biting down, lifting up and hooking the leg. One more time. Here, all the way deep, hook, and you get the tap. Next up, lower body attack, but now from the back. So I'm attacking Liam's back. I got my high ball right, I got my my seat belt, and Liam is gonna walk his feet close. When his feet are closed like this, I could attack the Suleo stretch. I'm gonna go 2 hands behind the ankle, flip him over, and now extend this hamstring out. Very nasty submission. All right, now that was chokes and lower body. Now let's look at some upper body submissions that you probably don't know. Starting with the mirror lock. I got this in the suggestions as well, I believe. The mirror lock is very nice when Liam is trying to get the underhook. From here, we step 2 feet on the hip, and we turn it. Okay, look at this from a different angle. Here, Liam is aiming for the underhook. We catch, step 2 feet on the hip, now we rotate. So it's like a Americana a little bit. This is one I like to surprise people with, the scorpion deadlock. So we're in close guard. We look for 2 underhooks. Let's say Liam is sitting back a little bit, we look for 2 underhooks. But instead of looking over our legs, we're gonna look under our legs. We bring him in, and we look under our legs. From here, you look your hands however you like. I like to use S grip here. Extend everything, and get a tap because of the compression around the kidneys. Be careful with this one. A judo player actually died from this move in a competition once, so don't put it on too hard. Next up, the neck crank. I'll show you the classic simple one if Liam is in bottom close guard. This is illegal in most grappling competitions, by the way. We're gonna grab behind the head, and now if Liam keeps his guard closed, we can get a neck crank. What usually happens is Liam will open the guard, and now this alleviates the pressure, and he can start working from there. So a lot of old school catch wrestlers, MMA fighters, they'll use this to open up the guard. Okay, next up, the wood chopper, or the houthakkertje Americana from a headlock. We're gonna start in the bully headlock judo position. From here, we're looking to catch this arm, put it between our leg. Now we can put Americana-like pressure. If Liam decides to extend the arm, there's also a straight armbar there. Next up, the thunder lock. Elijah Dorsey hit this in a recent WNO, I believe. Liam is defending by bringing his hand towards his ear. So you defend the rear naked, like you're picking up the phone. There, yeah. So this is a very common defense, very hard to deal with. But we can just attack the arm from here, especially if you have a good body triangle. We're gonna go 2 hands and attack the arm, okay? So somebody decides to defend by picking up the phone from the back, just pull it open. There we go. Okay, so the stop resisting, also move we do from the twister hook. From here, what happens a lot is that Liam is trying to defend my hook from coming in. When he does that, try to block it. Like push my foot away. You can sometimes catch and put it behind his back and tell him to stop resisting. Right, next up, dead orchard. It's like a triangle with 2 arms in. I think that's the best way to describe it. So, we're in close guard and we lock our legs, but over both shoulders. Okay, so normally for setting up arm bars, you would exclude one shoulder, include one. For the dead orchard, we're excluding both shoulders. From here, we have arm bars on both arms. All right, next up, no arm triangle. So with triangles, you classically learn to do it with 1 arm in, 1 arm out, but you can also do it without any arms in. How do we do that? We put our own arm in instead. Okay, so this wouldn't work if I'm just squeezing like this, unless I have really big legs and my partner is not so used to defending chokes. But when it does really work is when you can punch a hand inside. So when you punch your hand inside, you can make the gap small enough to actually get the tap. So as you're setting up your triangle, maybe he pulls the arm out, you can punch your own hand inside and still get a tap. Okay, no arm triangle. Michael Bourillon, very good with this.
There you have it. 30 submissions you probably did not know about. At least I didn't, as I didn't include them in the original submission tier list. Jiu-Jitsu is infinite, so I'm sure there are plenty of submissions out there that I did not mention in either this video or the tier list video. So if you know of any I missed, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments and I'll get after them. I can't guarantee any of the moves we discussed here actually work. There's nothing like mastering the basics, but at least you're aware of some of the more exotic threats that are out there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos like this, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.